didn't have a strategy for how to use him this season, Jalen. This is getting weird fast.
It is getting weird fast, and here's why. Carmelo Anthony has a player option of around $28 million. He'd be foolish to opt out of that money.
Yep.
I don't see somebody necessarily trading for him if he has the mind state that he can't change his role. It's going to be ugly if he feels like he's going to be in a starting lineup on a playoff
Paul
team.
George also talking. He says not only is he not worried about how many shots Westbrook takes, but he thinks Russell should be shooting more. Okay, Westbrook shot the ball 43 times. What's he talking about?
Basically what Paul George is saying, whether he shot the ball 43 times or 63 times, I don't care. I'm out of here.
I'm so glad you came over to this side. I really am.
Because everybody cares who shoots the ball, especially if they're shooting it 40 times.
All right, we mentioned earlier a very depleted Celtics roster. Just, they beat them easily. They beat Philly easily. The Celtics got 29 from Rozier, 28 from Tatum, 26 from Horford. Embiid did finish with 31 and 13, but it was just not enough to get the Sixers going. They also didn't defend very well, especially in that last quarter. On multiple occasions, Celtics shooters found themselves basically all alone on an island. In the playoffs, at this point in the season, Jalen, how is that allowed to happen?
The Boston Celtics, that's quickness out there. We talk a lot about lineups. The Sixers play too big. You see Embiid and Sarge are both on the floor in these lineups, and Ben Simmons is obviously a 6'10" point guard. So you're seeing quickness, you're seeing screens, and they're not able to recover. And a lot of times you're in the action for a reason. And Joel Embiid, while he does a terrific job of cleaning the backboard and blocking shots, he's going to have to improve his pick and roll defense.
Here's the deal. They didn't win a single quarter. They shot 19% from three. You wake up this morning part of that Sixers organization. How are you feeling?
Here's how I'm feeling if I'm a part of the Sixers organization. And this is a great problem because it's going to test the character of their squad. The next game is a must-win.
Oof.
I don't think they can afford to go down 2 games in this series to this Boston Celtics team that's probably going to get Jaylen Brown back at some point of the series.
It's a weird switch. Look, I stopped saying anything negative about the Celtics a long time ago. They have just seemingly not heard anything and not cared about injuries because they just keep trucking along. But this was a little surprising. What are you going to show us?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to show you. One of the things that makes the Boston Celtics unique in today's NBA is they continue to give up good shots to get great shots, and their primary passer is their big man, and Al Horford. You see it with the Golden State Warriors a lot in Draymond Green, but the Boston Celtics do this too. Watch this about Al Horford. He's a prototypical big man. Here he is, giving up his body to set the screen, to try to create an action. Now, if you notice on a lot of these pick and rolls, and you just saw that, what I learned defensively, Embiid, you're in the action for a reason, okay? So they're going to try to create a reaction, and watch what Al Horford does. Just a little action. Now watch this. Now everybody, to help and recover. So now we got a weak side action all of a sudden. This is actually defense really pretty good.
Yep.
JJ Redick is up on them. They're doing a good job. Everybody's focused. Watch the discipline of this gentleman right here. He's just going to let the play unfold. And now you can go either way if you're the cutter. You can come up, you can go back. It depends on what the defense is going to give you. We're just going to play basketball. Oh, he overplayed. Bang, bang.
Geez.
Okay? So now we're going to go to the next play. We're going to show them on the other end. This is also what makes the Boston Celtics special. This is a 6'10" point guard in Ben Simmons. And you know he's a problem. The reason why you're doing this rip screen with JJ Redick, it's the same action as the other team. We just saw from the Celtics. The reason why you're actually doing this action so that they create a help situation. But you know what they just do? They just switch you. Here's why. Because Marcus Smart, though he's only like 6'5", they trust him guarding Ben Simmons, who's much taller. So look at Marcus Smart. A bulldog, not allowing him to back down. You get a low percentage shot, no help. Unlike we saw in the Indiana Pacers series where we were like, they should help on LeBron James. Then watch this, help him recover. So he's like, I'm going to take this guy. This little dude can't be stopping me. I'm Ben Simmons. Go too fast. Traveling. So these are the type of things that the Boston Celtics are able to do that don't necessarily score up in the stat sheet. And that's why they're a tough out for any basketball team.
Just want a good series. I think I say that before every single series. The best time of the year, and it doesn't stop. Friday, we'll have a pair of Game 3s for you at 8 Eastern. It'll be Warriors taking on the Pelicans. After that one, you get a little Rockets and Jazz from out in Salt Lake City. Our coverage will begin at 7 Eastern with NBA Countdown. As everything is always going to be on the app, by the way. You got that. Coming up, Philly special will forever be immortalized in the city of brotherly love. What the expectation should be in 2018.